Beginning. Arrival at the court. The first time I saw the Valerian royal court, I felt like I had stepped into a dream. The palace floated above a cerulean gas giant, its towers carved from crystalline material that shimmered with an inner light. The corridors hummed softly, resonating with energy I could feel in my chest. I had worked with advanced civilizations before, but this was unlike anything I had ever experienced. My name is Ethan Core, a human geneticist and consultant for interstellar medical research. I had been summoned by the Queen herself, Queen Altheria of Valeria, to aid in a matter of great importance. I didn't yet know the full story. When I entered the throne room, she was waiting. Her daughter, Princess Celera, sat beside her, quiet and reserved. Celera's violet eyes seemed to look right through me. "Human," Queen Altheria said, her voice calm but commanding, "you have been brought here because my daughter is believed to be unable to conceive. And yet, something in her condition requires your expertise." I nodded, trying to remain composed. "Your Majesty, I'll do everything I can." Celera's eyes flicked toward me. There was fear there, resignation, and perhaps a hint of hope. "You must understand," the Queen continued, "this is not merely a medical matter. The continuation of the Valerian bloodline depends on this. Many have tried and failed. You may be the only hope." The weight of responsibility pressed down on me. I wasn't here to perform miracles, only to apply science where others had given up. The examination. I spent the next several days examining Princess Celera. Valerian biology was complex, far more intricate than humans, with unique reproductive systems, extended lifespans, and genetic markers that were incomprehensible without specialized equipment. Celera's fear was palpable. "I've been told that it's impossible," she said quietly one evening. "Even if you try, it won't work. I am Barren." I shook my head. "We won't know until we examine all possibilities. Nature often surprises us, and science can sometimes accomplish what tradition says is impossible." Using advanced genetic analyzers, I combed through every cell, every marker, every anomaly. What I found shocked even me. There was no reason for her to be barren. Her body was fully capable of conceiving. Yet there was a complication. An extremely rare genetic compatibility issue could prevent fertilization unless precisely matched with the right partner. And the chosen partner? A human. I hesitated. Humans rarely interbred with Valerians. Cultural taboos, biological differences, and political implications made it nearly impossible. Yet here was the truth. Celera's only chance at carrying a child required a human. I looked at the Queen carefully. "There is a possibility, but it will require cooperation from a human partner, someone who matches her unique genetic markers." Altheria's golden eyes narrowed. "You mean someone like you?" I froze. "Me?" The Queen's nod was slow, but resolute. "You have the knowledge, the understanding, and the genetics necessary to succeed. It is unusual, but the child must survive. The bloodline must continue." Celera looked at me, her expression a mixture of dread and hope. "Do you think it can happen?" I swallowed hard. "It's possible, but it's delicate. It will require trust and precision." The preparation. I spent days preparing the procedures. I calibrated equipment to account for Valerian physiology, designed a protocol to enhance compatibility, and trained extensively with Celera to ensure she felt comfortable with every step. The Queen observed each stage, silent and watchful, her presence both reassuring and intimidating. Celera's fear slowly gave way to cautious trust. She began to see me not as a stranger, but as someone willing to walk into uncharted territory alongside her. Finally, the day of the procedure arrived. The entire royal court gathered, not for ceremony, but to witness the culmination of science, courage, and hope. Are you ready? I asked Celera gently. She nodded, her violet eyes steady.
Yes.
Let's do this. The procedure began. It was delicate, meticulous, and tense. Every action had to be precise. Every moment mattered. The miracle. Hours passed. The equipment hummed. The monitors beeped, and all eyes were on the readings. The queen remained still, her hands clasped, her golden gaze fixed on the monitors. And then the moment arrived. The indicators confirmed successful fertilization. Solara's body had accepted the embryo, a human-Valerian hybrid. The impossible had happened. Gasps echoed through the chamber. The queen's mouth opened slightly, but no words came out. She went completely silent, staring at me with awe. Solara's lips curved into a small, incredulous smile. It worked, she whispered. Yes, I said quietly, relief washing over me. It worked. Queen Altheria remained silent for several moments, then finally spoke. Human, you have done what no one thought possible. You have preserved the bloodline of Valeria. You have my gratitude. I nodded, humbled. It was science and courage, but most of all, it was trust. The celebration. Over the following weeks, the palace erupted in quiet, measured celebration. Solara's health was closely monitored, and she slowly regained her strength. The embryo thrived, and every day the miracle seemed more real. The queen summoned me privately one evening. She placed a hand on my shoulder, a gesture of trust and respect I had never experienced. You have done more than save my daughter, she said softly. You have given hope to an entire civilization. I ask you to remain here, by our side. You are not just a human who helped, you are now part of our family. I felt the weight of her words. I had never considered living permanently among an alien civilization. And yet, here was a chance to make a difference beyond anything I had imagined. Celera entered the room then, smiling brightly. You stayed, you're still here. I will, I said. For both of you. And for this child. The queen's eyes glimmered with tears of relief and gratitude. Then together, we will face whatever the future holds. The impossible has already happened, and now anything is possible. Challenges ahead. Life at the Valerian court was not without challenges. The child's hybrid nature would face scrutiny, jealousy, and political intrigue. The Krythar Syndicate, a rival faction, had already caught wind of the miracle and plotted against the royal family. I trained extensively to protect Celera and her unborn child. I studied Valerian defenses, learned diplomatic protocols, and coordinated security measures alongside the Queen's elite guards. Every day brought new obstacles, but also opportunities to strengthen our bond as a family. Solara's gratitude and quiet admiration became a source of strength. She trusted me fully, not only as a scientist, but as someone who had risked everything to help her. And the queen had come to respect me in ways that transcended culture, species, and expectation. The ending. A new beginning. Months passed. Solara's pregnancy progressed normally, the hybrid child growing stronger each day. The palace settled into a rhythm, a delicate balance of vigilance and hope. One evening, as I walked with Celera through the floating gardens of the palace, she turned to me. I never imagined that someone like you could exist. Someone who believed in me when no one else did. I smiled softly. I only did what was right. You trusted me, and that made all the difference. The queen joined us, placing a hand on Solara's shoulder. Her golden eyes met mine. Human, you have proven yourself. You saved my daughter. You preserved the line of Valeria. You have our trust, our gratitude, and our family. Stay by our side, and together we will face the galaxy. I nodded, fully aware of the journey ahead. The child growing within Celera represented hope, unity, and a new chapter for both humanity and Valeria. I realized then that my life had changed forever. I had started as a human scientist, summoned for expertise. I had become a protector, a guide, and part of a family that spanned species and stars. The impossible had happened, and the future was ours to shape. The stars shone brightly outside the palace windows, each one a reminder that miracles could occur when courage, science, and trust came together. And in that light, I knew this was only the beginning. Together, we would face whatever the universe dared to throw at us.